I'm Anil Kumar, and here is an application question on surface area of cylinder. A company is ordering paper to use as labels for their cans of spaghetti sauce. The cans are cylindrical and have a radius of 4 centimeters and a height of 12 centimeters. How much paper would be needed for 800 labels? Show your work. Now this is a very important question and a very interesting one also. Let's make a can of spaghetti sauce first. We are already given a cylindrical, so it's kind of a cylindrical, right? So that's the cylindrical pan, right? Now we need to put labels on this. So where will the label go? Will it go on the top or bottom? Not at all. So label actually goes on this lateral surface. Do you understand? Label only goes on this lateral surface. So when we are considering surface area, we have to only consider surface area of the lateral surface and not for top and bottom. So that is kind of key. So important thing here to understand is consider area of, we can write surface area of lateral surface for labels, right? That is very important. Don't do the mistake of adding those two areas, right? Now what is the surface area here? Surface area of the lateral surface is 2 pi r, so that becomes the circumference times height. So that is what it is. Now what are we given here? The cans are cylindrical and have radius of 4 centimeters. So we given radius of 4 centimeters and height of 12. So height is 12 centimeters, right? So what we given here is, this is 4 and this is 12 centimeter, right? So it doesn't look like this is much bigger, 3 times than this. Okay, fine. So we have radius of this, height of this. Let's substitute these values. So this is surface area of one can. So we are considering one can, right? So 2 times pi, which is 3.14, times radius, which is 4 centimeters, times height, which is 12 centimeters, right? As far as units are concerned, centimeters times centimeters will be centimeters square. And let's find what happens to the numbers. So it is 2 times 3.14 times 4 times 12. In decimals, it could be written as 301.44. So that is the surface area of one can. Now it says how much paper would be needed for 800 labels. So one label will be having that much of area. So for 800 labels, so 800 labels will be 800 times this, right? 301.44 times 800. Okay, so that is what. So we will multiply this number by 800. So we get 241152 centimeters squared. You see, that is the number which we are going to get, right? So important thing is, we are, another assumption here is that assumption, let's write assumption, no wastage. Right, so that is our assumption in this particular case. We have actually solved the question and we know this much is the amount of paper required. Now the question for you is, so the question here is, if wastage is 10%, then how much paper is required? Okay, so if wastage is 10%, in that case we have to add 10% of this value to find the paper required. Correct. Now second question could be, convert this to meter square. So second question here is for you, convert to meter square. That is show your work. I'm saying how much paper would be needed for 800 labels in meter square, right? So how will you convert this big number into meter square? That is what you have to think about, and then let me know if you get the answer. Thank you and all the best.